How's it going? My name is Chris, and welcome back to the F124 VCARB career for today's Canadian Grand Prix. You guys did miss the last episode. The last episode was the Monaco Grand Prix, and for the second week in a row, me and Charles locked out the front row, and he was running first, and I was running second for a little bit, and then when it was the lap for us to come in, Charles at the hairpin spun out. And stacked everybody up. We almost ran into the back of him, and unfortunately we weren't able to get out ahead of him, as George Russell in the Mercedes actually took the position. And even though we came into our stops, came up behind Charles, we went back racing, and we were stuck behind Charles for the longest time, and we ended up making a move around him at the casino, and we tried running Russell down, and we got pretty close at the end, and just wasn't enough, as we settled for a P2, and George Russell ended up taking his very first win of this career mode. And it's pretty shocking, because I would have expected him to have a win already by now, but he finally got one. So he ended up getting it, and also because of that yellow flag, there was a huge shakeup in who finished where in the race, such as Stroll getting a point finish, Ocon getting a points finish, Magnussen getting a points finish, our teammates getting a points finish, and so was Albon, as they all ended up getting points finishes out of Monaco. But going into Canada today, we are 36 points ahead of Lando Norris in P2, followed by Max Verstappen in third, George Russell in fourth, Charles Leclerc in fifth, Lewis Hamilton in sixth, Oscar Piastri seventh, Carlos Sainz in eighth, Perez in ninth, and Lance Stroll in 10th. They have Ocon 11th, Magnussen 12th, Gasly 13th, Alonso 14th, Tsunoda 15th, and then there's Albon at 16th. And so far is Hulkenberg, Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas, and Logan Sargent without a single point scored thus far this season, as Albon ended up scoring points, like I said, in Monaco. 5 have now become 4. So we're now at the halfway point of the season, so time is running out. And over the constructor side, we are now ahead of McLaren by only 8 points in P2. Or no, 12 points. No? Yes, 12 points in P2. And again, Mercedes in third, who's also 12 points back. Red Bull fourth, Ferrari in fifth, Aston in sixth, Alpine seventh, Haas in eighth, Williams in ninth, the Kicksauber team in 10th. And heading into Canada, we ended up winning there last time we went to Canada. It was raining, but we started decently and kind of worked our way through the field to guarantee that we could get the win. We did pretty well in the wet conditions, I'll tell you that right now, because shaped up to be a really good last run of the race. And what ended up happening is we just grabbed the lead and ran with it. So yeah, that's what I don't know if that'll happen today, but if it decides to not rain, we might dominate, we'll see. But now it is time to go on ahead and jump into the Canadian Grand Prix now, as the DRS maximum slot gap should come in, so that should help us out aerodynamic wise. So let's hope and pray to God that it does come in. We'll also get weekly resources as well for both myself and Sainz. Hopefully that'll help Sainz out a lot. And does the DRS maximum slot gap come in? And it does. That is good.
Okay, mate.
So,
I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue. So they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
And hey, look at that! Sainz ended up getting a front downforce upgrade for the aerodynamic side as well. Hell yeah, Sainz. That's actually going to come in after Canada, and that bumps up to 4th now, all on the aerodynamics chart. So that's pretty swell, pretty cool. The rest of these upgrades that we have coming in, for ourselves at least, should be coming in after Canada as well, unless, actually I think this one comes in after Austria. No, wait, which one coming out? Did any of these come after Austria? No, I've heard a minute that one of these came in after Austria, but I guess not. So yeah, but we're now at the halfway point in the season here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. And should be very, very interesting, to say the least, of where we're gonna end up. Will it be all right? Hopefully, but we'll just kind of have to wait and see. So I'll go ahead and hop into the race weekend and practice in a qualifying. I'm gonna help you guys in the race.
Here in Montreal, lights out is quickly approaching on this artificial island originally built for the World Fair in 1967. Now it's used for a World's Fair of a different kind, ever since Formula One first arrived here. We're back in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Stroll, Leclerc, Smith, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Gasly, Tsunoda, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Joe, Ocon, Albon, Sargent, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Well, the race is certainly not won in the first lap, let alone turn one. However, what you can do is prepare yourself ahead of time. Visualize what could potentially happen, different scenarios and where you could place your car. And that will better prepare you to make the right decision with instinctive timing.
All right, rolling off P5. Just barely lost out on the pole by I think like 3/10 or something like that over Lewis. So it's nice to see the Mercedes boys are qualifying consistently well, and the Astons are really fucking getting on it now. They're really showing their race pace, or qualifying pace rather, with Alonso 6th and Stroll 3rd, shockingly. I say that, but back at Imola, he was like really good, so take that as you will. But race strategy here today, it's going to be the usual medium to soft, medium to hard strategy. Where the fuck did I get soft from? That we're going to run around here. Normally we do really well on the hard run, but we try to save some of our tires on the medium side to help benefit us in a way, to guarantee that we can get a good finishing position here today. So I think what we're going to try to do is just that, try to save our mediums as much as we can, and yeah, just try to go at it at the end with the hards, but also try to save them as well. So it's going to be pretty much be a game of chess with these guys, see who we can checkmate first and see if we can checkmate the next guy, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so pretty happy to qualify up here. Wish it was a pole, but one of these days I'll eventually get a pole here in Canada with a short qualifying format, because I don't think I've hit that point quite yet. But here's hoping in the future it'll happen. So yeah, but I think it's time to go racing. So let's go ahead and jump this race and let's see what we can do. Let's go.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
Well, for a second, I just saw rain right behind Leclerc. That may have been my game, though. Maybe fucking with me, because I swear to God, I just saw rain coming down from Charles's car, but there aren't any on my halos, so definitely no rain. I'll tell you that much. To dance my car off the fucking line right there. About saw the end of my race and prematurely.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
We're still going, though. We're still going. Thankfully, pointing in the right direction. See if we can get Charles here. We might be able to have a run with this ERS. Actually, maybe not. I'm going to save it. He's actually saving, too. If I got through there a little bit cleaner, it would have been a little bit better, but...
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1
Get
second
around
of the
the
car
outside
ahead
of Charles.
and in the DRS zone.
Take P4 off of him. Got around Charles quicker this time around than we did back in Monaco. Now we're going to go after the favorite here, and Lance Stroll.
Watch out for understeer in the...
Trying something different than that hairpin, but I don't really know if it's working out as well as I thought. Yeah, Stroll's used up all of his ERS as well. And that's going to open the door for us. And we'll steal the fastest lap as well. Now I got Hamilton and Verstappen in my sights.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Yeah, I about lost it there, mainly because I got on the power too quickly. Oh my gosh, that curve is now the death of me. Holy shit, last season it wasn't. I think I need to hit it more, like, centered, rather than offline, I guess you can call it, I don't know. However you want to pronounce that bullshit. Take a DRS off of Max up front, that's nice. He's not really making a move on Lewis because he's using up all of his battery. You better be careful though, because we're coming.
Somewhere on the internal combustion engine, be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Oh, that's not good. I think we'll be okay though. We'll be fine. I hope. Yeah, they're both saving. Holy.
Okay, mate, it's Verstappen ahead. We don't want to let this hold us up too long, so do your best to get past and get on with the race.
Yeah, just give me a little bit and I'll pass him. Give me uno momento. Won't take me long. Shockingly, no damage. I'm kind of shocked by that. Rear tires are getting lit up, I'll tell you what. I kind of want Max to make a move on Lewis, but we all know that 2024 Max was definitely not going to make the move on Lewis, even if he had the opportunity.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right
even
through to the
completed
end
the
of
move
the race.
right on the outside, man. God dang. Yeah, look at that right there. Hamilton saving. Oh. Found the barrier, found his back bumper as well. We will complete the pass on Lewis. There we go.
Okay, good work.
Had to slide in front of him to fully complete it. But nonetheless, we completed it. And there we have it, boys. New leader. It's us.
Tyre condition still looking good.
And my rear say otherwise. about as much as I'll say about that, because that's why. That right there is why. So yeah, Mark's having a fucking laugh apparently. I don't know where he's thinking that my tires are A-okay, because they are definitely not.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
I gotta survive 4 more laps with these shitty ass tires. Holy Christ. Can't even get out of corners anymore without god awful they are. I'm barely on the throttle and I'm fucking almost spinning out, dude. What the hell? So stupid. Dude, I am like, it's unbelievable how fucking awful this tire model is. This sucks so fucking bad. It's funny, I almost got Hamilton back there. Dude, I have to fucking short shift. It's so stupid. Having a short shift in God knows how long just to keep the car going. Just didn't get loose coming out of that corner. How the fuck did I didn't even touch him? I'd never touched Hamilton. I don't know where it's getting this whole collision with Hamilton shit. I never touched Hamilton. We're also coming up on our pit window, but I never touched Hamilton. What the fuck is it? What do you mean?
In this lap,
Thank
push
God
down.
we're pinned this time, because these tires blow chunks. Yeah, so about me saving my tires like I was planning to do, that didn't work. Because my tires are just now doing stupid shit, which is costing me valuable time on Hamilton, so that's always fun. It's a combination of a lot of things, but I know my ICE is one of the reasons.
If we exceed it, keep that in mind as you approach.
How the fuck, dude? Oh my hell. Well, Hamilton better not be fucking pitting if he's gonna try to pass me. Okay, he's not. Okay, he is pitting with me. Him and Max, okay. God dang. Alright, let's see how our stop goes.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go.
That wasn't even on the team, that was on me.
Faster than
And
we were
Max and Hamilton ended up getting held up by Alonso, I think that was.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Alright, now we're on a different tire. So hopefully hopefully this car will just feel way fucking better as I dip it in the grass almost immediately. That's all I ask, is just for the car to fucking be alright for a little bit. My ICE is not what I want it to be at, so some nice, calm, relaxing laps is what I can ask for here. Looks like all the guys ahead of me are coming in. Yep, everyone above me just came in. Besides the McLarens, they're actually on a different strategy than everybody. They're on the hards. My guess is they're either going to go to the mediums to the end or the softs.
At the moment, just focus on the driving. Carlos is in for his stop now.
Yeah, I saw that. I think the smart thing for them to do would be to
7.1 seconds.
keep her going until they can put on the fucking softs, because there might not even be that many laps left and they can get away with it. Maybe. Oh, Lando came in. Or no, Piastri came in. Sorry, no, it was Lando. So it seems like he's gonna go to the mediums all the way to the end. Yep. And my guess is Piastri will do the same next lap. Hamilton and Verstappen are going at it, which is gonna allow me to run away. There goes Piastri. He's also in.
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
Can I just tell you to shut the fuck up? Would probably make my race a hell of a lot more better if Mark just didn't talk to me for the rest of the race. I think now it's time to do a lap around Canada with Chris. Let's go. And that has been a lap around Canada with Chris.
Gap to your teammate
Definitely not one of my
38.7 seconds.
Definitely not one of my better performances, especially coming out of that first corner, because for some reason I thought it was in gear 3 and coming through here was pretty sloppy last time, or that lap. So yeah, I'm also recording this at like 2 in the morning, so bear with me. I am fighting to stay awake, and I got like 12 more laps to go, but we'll get there, and we'll get there eventually. It's gonna take a little bit, but like I said, we'll get there. And we'll be once we do end up getting there, we'll be past the halfway point of the season. That'll be nice. It will be nice. Now that Verstappen and Hamilton are having a proper battle, I'm able to drive away a little bit. And put more time on them. So, relax a hell of a lot more. But that's also gonna, because they're fighting a lot, they're gonna drag Leclerc and Stroll towards them. So, best believe that those two rivals, old rivals, are gonna drag more competition that they do not need or want to deal with. Something happened to Max, because before fucking I went through like turn 2, he was ahead of Hamilton, and now all of a sudden he's almost like a second and a half down. Actually, he is a second and a half down from Hamilton, so I'm curious as to what happened to him. Got 5 to go, and running pretty well as I almost just spun out because I took too much curb. First time in a hot minute I've seen the engine thing pop up on the right hand side of the screen, so let you know that our ICE is very worn out. It's definitely in the 60s now. How worn out it is. Oh yeah, it's 60. 60%, holy. And the fact that we went 8 races with just one of them is insane to me. Am I gonna do it again over the course of these next 8 races? No. It just goes to show how durable this engine was over the course of this first half, pretty much. But I mean, other than that, though, been able to run my own race and calm down, chill out, and try to go for win number 4 on the season, and be the driver to win at least half of the opening first half of the season, half the races in the first half of the season. And if I win this one, we'll have won 4 out of the first 8. So, and we'll definitely extend our championship lead over Max and Lando especially. Lando we're going to extend it by a lot. It's just a matter of, you know, where he finishes. But I'm curious if McLaren's ever going to get back on track with trying to catch us, because we're kind of on a roll, and Verstappen kind of needs to do that too. We'll kind of just have to wait and see how the second half kind of goes, right? Oh, there goes Yuki. And that Yuki and Ferrari partnership is working wonders in this season, man. 1 point score finish, and the rest he's either had bad luck or he's DNF'd out of the race. Poor Yuki. Poor Yuki.
Yellow flag.
We're also one of the most unluckiest characters.
Okay, be aware there's an incident in
in
the
our
next part of the track.
my team and our driver
through the yellow
career.
flags.
First we take a seat,
The track is clear.
then he
green
takes
flag.
Sainz's seat at Ferrari, which is a big opportunity, and then he just underperforms in the Ferrari. He's DNFing a hell of a lot more than you would have thought. I'd be shocked if they don't sack him like halfway through the season. Have mid-season driver transfers at this rate. It's possible. It could happen, but hasn't happened to me, at least, like, ever. I don't even think there was a time when we had mid-season driver transfers. The last game that did that was F1 2019. And it's been 7 years since then, so yeah. It's been a while.
Okay, you've just started
Alright,
the
final
final
lap in
lap of
Canada.
the race. Final lap.
We started well. Had to really fight our way around Hamilton multiple times to get this lead, and because of him and Max getting held up in the pits, that's kind of how we were able to kind of drive away. And also then fighting helped out a lot too. But ever since then, we've kind of just been on our own little island. Still kind of trucking along and doing what we do best. Dominating and proven to ourselves and everybody else that we are championship contenders, and we're gonna extend our championship lead with this dub by a lot over Lando and quite a bit over Max. So definitely gonna be a big one. Number 4, baby.
Come on. Now we can fight.
Let's go.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Thank you. My Hans Hertz driver of the day. Let's go. VCARB on top again. Let's go.
A truly magnificent drive and a great performance from the entire team to secure victory here in Canada.
It's one thing to put fast laps together, but to make these moves stick without losing too much time, that's real racecraft.
And look at this, they're coming out now. RB have developed something of a reputation for forging exciting talent, and we can see that here. An incredible victory.
Alright, and with that, that's another dub, and like I said before, it's our 4th win of the season. And we have won the first half, or we have won half of the races in the first half of the season, so we are on a roll, damn it. But yeah, pretty good car and really good race, I'll tell you that. It's a little bit challenging at first, but once we got there at the pit cycles, just everything worked out perfectly for us. So we get another dub. Congrats to Lewis on the 2nd and Max on the 3rd. Charles Leclerc P4, Lance Stroll P5 in his home race. George Russell 6th, Lando Norris in 7th, Oscar Piastri in 8th, Fernando Alonso in 9th, and then Sergio Perez in 10th. Gasly in 11th. Hulkenberg comes up short once more in 12th, just 2 spots shy at that point. Ocon 13th, Magnussen 14th, Albon 15th, Bottas 16th, Sainz down to 17th. I don't know what happened there. And then Joe 18th, Sargent 19th, and Yuki Tsunoda, the only DNF, 20th. Wonder how the running order would have shaken up if Yuki didn't DNF. So, kind of curious about that. But yeah, my brain stopped working. Like I said, it's like 2:30 in the morning right now. I'm tired. Trying to figure out shit to say. But checking out the standings, we're still the championship winner by now. Now ahead of Max Verstappen by 49 points in P2. It's pretty much almost 2 races back from us. Lando Norris falls down to 3rd, Russell's in 4th, Leclerc in 5th. And you got Hamilton 6th, Oscar Piastri 7th, Sainz in 8th, Stroll in 9th. Stroll's cracked the top 10. And Sergio Perez in 10th. Ocon on 11th, Magnussen 12th, Gasly 13th, Alonso 14th, Tsunoda 15th, Albon 16th, and there's still Hulkenberg, Zhou Guanyu, Bottas, and Logan Sargent without a point scored. Halfway through the season now. And then constructors, we're still ahead of Mercedes by now 12 points. And McLaren is in 3rd, 28 back, Red Bull's in 4th, 53 back. And then Ferrari 5th, Aston 6th, Alpine 7th, Haas in 8th, Williams in 9th, and the Kicksauber team in 10th. So we're doing pretty good in both the drivers and constructors departments. I just hope that at some point Sainz will start to do better. Hopefully when those upgrades come in, Sainz will start to qualify better and finish better as well. Because ever since we fell down to like below Ferrari, or ever since we fell down to pretty much like midfield, Sainz has been pretty much everywhere but like podium, like where I'm at, like where we were at the beginning of the season, where we both scored a double podium. So hopefully at some particular point they'll be able to get back up there and help us out with the constructors fight. I just know that we max out the upgrades at one point until we hit recognition level 60, or we hit until we hit 60% recognition, and then that pretty much sums up everything, and we just gotta go from there. Oh, I now have a rating rivalry with Charles Leclerc of all people. Ugh. Me and Charles just can never seem to get away from one another. Now we have a rivalry. A rating one. Oh, my hot damn. Well, if we get to 95, we beat him, but I don't know if we'll be able to get there. We'll see. We should be able to. Yeah, because I'm not really getting that. I'm not going to get that much, like, experience from here on out. Because, yeah, the weekend rating decline thing is bigger in, like, every department or whatever. So, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. Recognition, though, we're up to 56%, so that's good. If we just get 4 more percent, if we could just take science as 4%, get those third R&D secret upgrades, we'll be set on go for getting those upgrades in. But that definitely, I don't think, will happen, because this game is pretty fucking stubborn on who gets it and who don't. And we do get everybody's specialist objective done, so that's good. And I love how I'm 20 more XP, or I'm 20 XP off getting the material fabrication planner to max level 3. That's just a swift kick in the fucking gut from that. Back home once more. I don't know how many more times I'll be saying that until the end of this.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong.
I'm also ignoring the fact that she's saying all this because I already know what she's going to tell me.
Clientele.
So,
that's a joke. I
yeah.
love working with you.
Yeah, rivalry with Charles. It's nice that we have that. For some reason my recognition changing by 2% is bad. Or not good, but I think it's because my driver rating is not higher. So, like I said, we're gonna try to get it up as much as we can. Yeah, like we also saw Sainz's upgrade failed. He's already looking at chassis. He's looking at getting this, which I was gonna get, but I think I'm just gonna have to repurchase his failed upgrade, which will still come in after, or before, I should say, Austria, which is nice. So go ahead, buy that. So it's a guarantee that it will come in. I would have liked to balance it out with the Halo. As a matter of fact, I have 4 upgrades. I probably should have bought the Halo, but I don't have enough for the Halo. So inflation, you gotta love it. So yeah, like mine went through and Sainz's failed. So that's just great. But I still have the reshaped combustion chamber, the front and the central under tray that can still come in. That could not come in all honesty. But here's to hoping that it does come in, because I would like for it to come in. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for some more. Next race, the Austrian Grand Prix, which is going to be yet another sprint race weekend. We have this race, and then Brazil are the only other 2 sprint race weekends that we're going to have this season. Or at least I'm pretty sure Austria is a sprint race weekend. Yeah, I think it still is, so. And we'll also get a brand new engine in this. So, actually, yeah, it's strange. For a minute, I thought I had used only 1 ICE pretty much all the way to this point, but nope, I've used 2. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna need a new ICE for the next episode, which ain't no big deal. So we'll be fine. We'll be okay. But thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Stay peace. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Love you guys oh so very much, and goodbye.